Hey there, John. This is Monther. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Now, you're probably sitting there wondering, why would I want to do any of this? Well, when it comes to the world of the internet, you probably found yourself super busy managing your day-to-day business to figure out how the internet can actually benefit you and your company. I'm sure you find yourself hesitant to hire someone because, you're not sure if they're an expert or not. Well, I found by giving people this free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has still resulted in a lot of these local business owners raising their hands at the end and saying, Monther, please do the same for me. So, if you want to take this free attack plan and implement it on your own, that works for me too. Or you can shoot me a message back if you like what you've heard and you like what you've seen, and we can chat. Now, let's get right into it. Taking a look at your website over here, specifically your homepage, we can see it's a pretty well designed website. I like that you got one of your guys over here front and center. You got some of your trust signals over here, licensed and insured. That's definitely going to help with conversion when customers do actually click into your website. Now, one thing I noticed, which is very important that you're missing, is content. You're going to want to get at least 1,500 words of written content. Google likes to see content, and 1,500 words is the threshold. Get 1,500 words of content. If we take a look at one of your top competitors, Anderson Plumbing, specifically for their Oceanside back page, we can see that they don't have 1,500 words of content either. So they're pretty beatable, right? All you gotta do is get those 1,500 words and you'll be beating them in that aspect. Taking a look at some of the keywords your homepage is ranking for, we can see that some keywords are actually bringing you in traffic. That's good, right? Well, the truth is a lot of these keywords don't actually have buyer intent behind them. It seems like more of keywords which people search for when they're looking for information. For example, why you should never use baking soda. I mean, that's good. You got some web pages, actually some of your back pages ranking in the top positions, but these back pages are probably not going to bring in that much traffic or that much customers, I should say, not traffic. Now, you got one keyword over here which is not too bad, Oceanside Plumber. This keyword has 1,200 searches every single month in the organic results. So it's no wonder that you're not bringing in that much traffic. It's because you're in position number 18. So you're basically all the way in page number 2, probably the bottom of page number 2 too. So if we take a look at your top competitors' organic keyword they're ranking for, we can see that Oceanside Plumber is bringing them in a lot of traffic for this back page, 144 clicks, and they're only in position number 4. So just imagine what position number 1 would bring in. Take a look at the other keywords they're actually ranking for. All these keywords have buyer intent behind them. These are the keywords you want to be ranking for in your service page or your landing page. In this case, it will be your landing page since you primarily operate out of Oceanside, California. Now, it's good to have these keywords actually for your blogs, your back pages, your other, educational or article pages. You can use these to pass power onto your actual service or landing page or your conversion pages. Now, if we take a look at Google search results, we can see over here, Oceanside Plumber, there's 2 sections. We've got the Google Map Pack and we've got the organic listings. So, of course, I expected router here right at the top, one of the top positions. Now, taking a look at the Google Map Pack over here, we see a few things. We see the name, address, and phone number of a company, also known as NAPS. Now, what you can do to rank up in the Google Map Pack, in case you're wondering, is you're going to want to get citations. You're going to want to get at least more than your top competitors. Citations are basically your name, address, and phone number exactly as it appears on your Google business page, inputted into directories such as Yelp, Yegstar, Yellow Pages, any local plumbing directories, or any local citywide directories, you name it. Now, we use a paid tool called Whitespark to take a look at some of the citations our top competitors have. What you got to do is you're going to want to look at what citations you're missing out on. Get those citations you're missing out on. We can see over here you have 13 citations and you have only 33% of your competitors' citations. So you're missing out a lot of those ones. Get at least 200 to 300 just to be on the safe side. The third one of the most important aspects is link juice. When we say link juice, we're talking about when website A points to website B. It passes on power and passes on strength and authority in Google's eyes. So it's sort of like a popularity contest. The more of those relevant and powerful links pointing towards your website, the better. And when we talk about relevant links, it's good to take a look at do follow links. These are the actual links which signal to Google that they actually want to pass power to the link that they're pointing to the website that they're pointing to. So if we take a look at your website, you have 13 referring domains to your landing page specifically. Now, your top competitor has no referring domains. So it's pretty easy to beat them. If you optimize all the other things we spoke about, your content, your keyword placement, we spoke about our citations. If you make sure you optimize all those other aspects, it'd be pretty easy to beat them because you already have your referring domains going. I would say just get a few more powerful referring domains for maybe blogs or guest posts just to be on the safe side, and you'll be beating them in no time. Thank you for your time. As we spoke about 3 things, we spoke about content, we spoke about citations. You're going to want to get at least 200 to 300 citations just to be on the safe side, get 1,500 words of content on your website, and get some powerful referring domains, just a little bit, just to make sure you beat your top competitor by a mile. Now, if you apply what I've shown in this video, you'll be #1 across Google in no time. What you can do is you can take the information I've given you, you can apply it on your own, or if you want the most effective route, you can give me a call, you can shoot me a message back, and I can help you out. Good luck, and thank you for your time.